Greetings from Tokyo, my dear friends. This is Daisuke, and I hope this video finds you in good spirits wherever you are in the world. And really, please continue to take very good care of yourselves and your loved ones. That is the most important thing. Stay safe, stay healthy, and be well. Stay strong, and my warmest regards to you. And given these very strange and turbulent set of circumstances that is now currently gripping the world in many ways, I think for all of us, myself included certainly, I think we are experiencing many changes in our lives in terms, in the most immediate fashion perhaps. We are feeling it in terms of how we are living our daily lives, our day-to-day lives, at least during this period. And so that's certainly true for me, and I'm spending a lot of time indoors and spending a lot of time in terms of very insular. There is, of course, the family here, and so we are all here together, but for the most part, it is a period of a kind of self-quarantine or staying home unless it's absolutely necessary. And for the most part, we are staying home because that's the situation here in Japan at the moment. But with all this sort of time spent indoors, and with all the stuff that's happening in the world, it's really begun to put a focus, at least as far as my own personal situation anyway, on certain things that I'm trying to evaluate or reevaluate in my life, and trying to get a better grasp on and better understanding on in my life. And one of those things that has come up in this period of, I suppose, a kind of self-reflection, if you will, is something that is very important to me, something that I love, something that I think we all love, and it's this love that we have for this thing that we call cinema. And recently I have begun to really try to almost reevaluate my own approach to cinema, my own, I suppose, relationship that I have with the films that I watch, and just really trying to get a sense of exactly why it is that this medium of art is something that I really respond to. What is it about this that elicits this kind of response from me? Of course, it depends on the film, and it depends on the subject matter, it depends on the time of day, it depends on the mood I find myself in at a particular point in time, and all these other factors. Of course, I get that. But at the same time, there's something also innate about the art form of cinema itself, and to be specific, certain films within that art form that really form a kind of bond, or maybe another way to put it, it's maybe there are certain films that speak to me in a certain way. Maybe they are otherwise films that are a kind of reflection of who I might be, or who I perceive myself to be as a human being or as an individual. And so this period of time that we find ourselves in has, in some ways anyway, provided me with a little bit of opportunity for some self-reflection in this front, and vis-a-vis my own feelings vis-a-vis cinema. And this brought me to a kind of interesting question, I suppose. I hope it's interesting. If it's not, I apologize. But it's a question that I was wondering what your response might be. And it's this, in this idea of self-reflection and how cinema relates to you and how you relate to cinema. I wonder if you are interested in this particular question. And if so, please feel free to leave your answers in the comment section below. I'd love to hear what it is you have to say. And the question is this: are there any films that you feel best represent who you are as an individual, as a human being? Are there any films out there that you have seen, that you have encountered, that you feel best capture the essence, the character, the spirit of who you perceive to be as a person, as a human being? Another way to put it, I suppose, is if you could show a film, well, I suppose another way to put it would be, what film could you show to another person that would show that person exactly who you are as a person, as an individual, as a human being? And so that's the question. And I wonder what your response would be. If you're interested, please feel free to leave a response in the comment section below. And as always, it would be my great pleasure through such comments to get to know you a little bit more and to see what it is you have to say and what it is you think and your approach and your philosophy. I should point out that I've asked in the past about what your favorite films are, and I have received a lot of great responses from so many people about that, so thank you very much. So I've asked, of course, what are your favorite films? Now I'm asking, what films do you think best represent, best explain, best capture the essence of who you perceive yourself to be as a human being and as an individual? And so those two questions might seem, for some people anyway, to yield the same answer. In other words, you might have an answer to the question, what is your favorite film? That is the same answer to this question, is what film do you think best represents who you are as a person? The answers might be the same for you, but they could also be different. And so if they are the same, that's great. If they are different, that is also great. I think this question that I'm asking now, there's a certain level of maybe vagueness or abstraction, and I think that's okay, because hopefully you can look at such vagueness or abstraction and maybe you can interpret it in your own way in answering the question. So once again, the question is, what films are there that you have encountered that you feel best represent who you are as an individual, as a human being? Again, it could be because of the film's narrative. Maybe the story is something that you feel is something that you have a close connection with for some reason. Maybe it's a particular character in a film that you think is someone or a character that, for whatever reason, is a great representation of who you are. Maybe it's a particular story beat, or maybe it's an atmosphere or an instinct or a nuance or a rumor or a feeling or something almost ephemeral within the context of the particular film itself. It could be anything, but whatever it is you feel, it is something that you feel is best representative of who you are as a person. And so what are those films? And if you don't mind sharing, I would very much love to hear the response that you have to the question. I think there might be some room for some pretty interesting responses. There have been so many interesting responses thus far. So. And I should say also that if you are more comfortable with sharing your answers to me in a private email or private message, please feel free to do so. There's no pressure. You don't have to leave a comment down here. It's a public comment, so you don't have to leave it down here if you don't want to. If you want to send me a private message or email, please feel free to do so. I'm perfectly open to that. But I also encourage people to leave public comments in the comment section below. Again, it's an opportunity for me also to get to know you. And also it's an opportunity for other people here to get to know you as well. And hopefully there might be some nice conversations and discussions and connections made among you, my dear friends and viewers of this channel. So I, of course, encourage comments to be left on this video and on any other video. And I know, and I really believe, and I trust all of you in that you all have always given me such great kindness and courtesy. You have always given me so much respect, and I'm very grateful for that. And so I know and I believe and I trust you, my dear friends, that you will give the same level of respect and kindness and courtesy to anyone here who leaves a comment on this video or any other video talking about what it is they feel about a certain film or their philosophy about cinema. So I know that you all will give everyone else here the same level of courtesy and respect that you have so kindly given to me. And so so I want to thank you in advance for doing that. I consider that to be a great that is a really big favor that you're doing for me, to show everyone else here the same level of kindness and courtesy. Thank you very much in advance for that. And so with that, my friends, this is another question that I will leave open here in case you're interested. If you are, I would always, as always, love to hear what it is you have to say. Okay, my friends, so that's it for now. And so please continue to take very good care of yourselves. Stay strong, my friends, during this time. You have always been strong. You have always shown me and shown everyone around you a great strength of character, a great strength of will, and fortitude. You are wonderful in that way. And so through that strength, I know that we will beat this thing. We will win. And so I just once again just want to say that you have my warmest regards and my best wishes to you, to all of you, that you stay strong, stay healthy, and stay safe. And please continue to take very good care of yourselves and your loved ones. Once again, we will win. Okay, my friends, so that's it for now. So until we meet again, please be happy and healthy and well. And please continue to watch a lot of great movies. By the way, I will be putting up my video for Escape from LA very soon. So if you're interested, please stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, please continue to watch a lot of great movies. And until we meet again, thank you and cheers.